Two Strings Trills Part 2. Let's go! Hello everyone and welcome to our Part 2 of Two Strings Trills technique. I am Felipe Magdaleno and today we're going to see some exercises to make our trills more even and precise. Let's check it out. The little clip you just saw was just to show you an example on how you can apply those trills we are discussing. If you want to know better on how to apply them, I would advise you to look at David Russell transcriptions, where he will have everything, the ornaments written down, and you can see clearly what fingerings he's using, how he's applying those trills. Again, I think David Russell is a great source to understand better this technique. So today I'm not going to go into the details of the short example I showed you before, because I want to stick with the basics of the technique and just give you some exercises to make your technique better. But let me know in the comments if you want to see more detailed examples of those trills. The exercises I'm going to show you I learned from Professor Thomas Patterson from the University of Arizona. I did my master's degree there. And Tom Patterson always comes up with really clever ways to solve your technique problems, and I just love those exercises. They really help you to get your trills in the right place. So whenever I'm feeling that my trills are not sounding really good, I will go back to those exercises and they will just sound a lot better. The idea we discussed on the first video is that we are going to use the fingers A, I, M, and P to make our trilling two strings. So let's review it. So the A will go on the first string, I on the second, M on the first, and P on the second. In other words, A and M on the first string, and I and P on the second string, always. So if you didn't see the part 1 of this video, go check it out. I will leave it in the description below and at the end of this video, alright? Let's do the exercise. Actually, they are 4 exercises, and the cool thing about those exercises is that they will isolate some problems we may have on our right hand, like A and M finger not being very synchronized and things like this. So this exercise is divided in 4 different formulas. The first one, we are going to play A and M on the first string, and then A on the first, I on the second, and M on the first, as follows. The second formula is I and P on the second string, and then I on the second, M on the first, and P on the second. The third formula is M and A on the first string, and then M on the first, P on the second, and A on the first again. The final formula is P and I on the second string, and then P on the second, A on the first, and I on the second, like this. Okay, let's do some close-ups. Formula number 1. number 2. Formula number 3. And formula number 4. Okay, now that I have the 4 formulas for this exercise, you can practice it only on open strings if you want to. But I really like to practice it as we did in the previous video, so let's see how it goes. We are gonna press the first finger on the first fret of the first string and the fourth finger on the 4th fret of the second string. I'll apply the formula number 1, let's practice a little bit. Okay, now that you have the 4 formulas and you know how to put together with the left hand, I would advise you to work on them every day for a while and then go back to your normal trill and just see how it sounds, just see if it gets better. And if it does, let me know in the comments. Alright guys, I hope the video was helpful for you, and if it was, let me know in the comments. I also have an announcement. We have a really nice interview coming up. So if you like Brazilian music, you should check it out. So subscribe and don't miss the interview and a lot of other guitar goodness that is coming up, okay? If you have any questions, you can tweet me on Team GuitarCafe or just leave your question in the comments below, alright? Thanks for watching guys, and see ya!